gentlemen, and I welcome you to the 2012 Kennedy Center Honor. That was quite the moving speech by Meryl Streep. And next up, we've got the best black literary person ever come out of Columbia University. I give you Zora Neale Hurston. Good evening, Zora. It's great to have you with us.
Good evening, Jack. It's great to be here.
How's Florida been?
Oh, it's been great. Thanks.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. And presenting with her, he's taking a break off critiquing society. He's F. Scott Fitzgerald. Come down. How's it been, F. Scott?
Good.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Oh no!
Oh my God, they've been shot. Oh no! We at the Kennedy Center regret to inform you that both Zora Neale Hurston and F. Scott Fitzgerald have been shot dead. In lieu of an interview, the whole of Channel 5 news team has put together a memoriam commemorating the lives of these fantastic people and all of the lives they changed. We hope you will enjoy this short piece, which will bring great honor and memory to those that it served. Zora Neale Hurston's portrayals of race were contrary to other authors who worked during a similar time period of the Harlem Renaissance. While other authors used racism as the defining feature of the book, Zora used race to enhance her characters, their stories, and their people. Let's see an example of Zora standing up for racial equality and what is right.
Jamie, your hair is so beautiful and your skin is so flawless. It makes me want to forgive you for being with a man like TK. He's just so dark. I just don't understand how you could be with a man like him.
You should forgive me. What's wrong with tea cake?
He's just so dark. These black folk, I just don't understand.
Black folk are black folk to me. There's no difference. I love tea cake the way he is.
F. Scott Fitzgerald was a confused man. He had a torrid love affair with a woman known as Zelda. She was a spiffy woman, and she was a socialite, a member of the high-class society that plagued 1920s America. She was beautiful, fun, self-centered, and F. Scott Fitzgerald was deeply in love with her. She shaped his views on relationships, and this is seen in his novel, The Great Gatsby. Of Fitzgerald's literary characters, one of the ones that is most deeply carved to represent Zelda is Jordan Baker. Jordan Baker is a young, independent female golfer. She is often described as golden, and she is the protagonist, with Nick Carraway's, love interest during the book, although it seems that she is not also a lover during this period. In order to better understand Fitzgerald's iconic vision, let's view a scene from The Great Gatsby.
It's too hot. We can't move.
And Mr. Thomas Buchanan, a powerful athlete.
I can't believe this. I won't tell you that.
Rumor is, that's Tom's girl on the phone.
Very well then, I won't tell you the car at all. I'm under no obligations to you at all. And as for you bothering me about it at lunchtime, I won't stand for that at all.
Oh, he's just holding down the receiver.
I can assure you it's not. I happen to be a part of this bona fide deal.
3.
Throughout her time, Zora Neale Hurston was a raging feminist. In her novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God, she used her views and morals to shape the character that is Janie. When Janie's husband, Jody, dies, Janie feels a new sense of freedom that is unparalleled throughout the book. She realizes she doesn't need a man to be successful and that she will be just fine.
Jody's funeral.
Why? Why?
What a great man.
He saved this town.
Made this town what it is.
That he did, but I don't know how Janie's gonna live on her own without a man.
Women can't do that. They can't live without their man.
They can't. She's gonna be sad.
What is Janie going to do without her man?
Nothing. Janie at her house.
Good morning, Eatonville. Oh, it's about time to go make my husband some breakfast. I don't have no husband no more. I don't need to make him breakfast because I'm Janie Starks and I'm my own woman now. I'm strong and independent and I don't need no husband to boss me around no more. Because I'm a strong female
No.
Throughout F. Scott Fitzgerald's most famous novel, The Great Gatsby, issues of classism and wealth arise surrounding the lifestyle of Mr. Gatsby himself. Let's watch an interview with protagonist Nicholas Carraway to expand on these issues. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor tonight to present one of the greatest literary characters ever conceived in the history of literature. I give to you Nick Carraway. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Hey Jack, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here tonight. So, I hear you're an Ivy.
Yeah, I am. I went to Yale, actually. Yeah.
How was it there?
It was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time there.
You a frat boy?
No, actually, no.
I can tell. Did you pay for that yourself?
Well, my family, back from Minnesota is like fairly well off, so fortunately they were able to pay for most of it.
Yeah. So I see Fitzgerald wrote you into the upper class of society.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think that was a pretty significant part of the book. You know, it made me. That was what made me able to move into the house that I did next to Gatsby and make the whole book happen.
Yeah, that's profound right there. Now, what would you say about Gatsby's class? How did it affect you during this book?
Well, I mean, his class is kind of a defining part of who Gatsby is. You know, the parties that he throws wouldn't be able to happen had he not been rich. And yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty big part of the book.
So Gatsby was born poor, and he made all his money bootleg.
Yeah.
How did all your friends feel about this? And I mean, do they know about the business?
No. I mean, no. Very few people knew. He definitely tried to keep it quiet.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah.
Any honest man?
Yes.
Now, those guests, I imagine they drank a whole lot of alcohol at those parties. Do you think they would have minded that Gatsby was an infamous bootlegger during the Prohibition era?
Well, I mean, even if they did drink and even if they approved, you know, there is some aspect of being a criminal that's still going to be a negative thing. But because Gatsby was such a high-class guy and so educated and rich and everything, and because of his Oxford pedigree, I think that he got away with a little more than someone else could have.
Spoken like a true gentleman. And do you think this is where the classism of the era comes in?
I mean, I don't know. Classism was certainly a significant aspect of the book, and particularly with the kind of competing classes of the East Egg and West Egg. I think that was, you know, one of Fitzgerald's most significant commentaries on class.
But it ultimately, in the whole scheme of things, this didn't make a difference, did it?
I think it did make a difference, actually, Jack. I think that there is just a fundamental difference between the East Eggers and the West Eggers, if you will. The old rich and the new rich. You know, they treat their wealth differently, and they handle various situations differently because of their upbringing.
So what's the situation like between the West Eggers and the East Eggers? Is it chill? Any sort of turf war going on, or?
I would say it's pretty chill.
Yeah. Now, thank you, Nick. That's all we have. That's all we have time for today.
Thank you, Jack.
It's been great having you.
It's been good.
Automobile, and if I had $1,000,000